What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. All right, it is the 18th of May. Here we are at about 2 cents right now, chilling, moving sideways, moving down a little bit on the day. Yesterday we had a nice little green day, 3.3% to the upside. Today we're down 3.5% to the downside, just moving sideways here, right below the overbought zone here. It's very possible that today, if we close red here, we could set ourselves up for a nice bounce off the 60. I think that would look really nice. You know, we've rejected the 60 before, and that wasn't so nice. Whenever you find support on it, that tends to promote some growth. We are at this area right now where we're about to break out, I think, of this overall consolidation area here. You know, maybe we are in some kind of horizontal channel. Maybe we are with just some wicks. Maybe it's that simple. It's not slanted down. I mean, obviously, if you want to connect the dots, you want to slant it down, you can. Like yeah, okay, but maybe it's a horizontal channel. I don't know. Horizontal channels can have wicks to the outside, right? And if it was a horizontal channel, it would look basically just like that. I mean, it's pretty perfect in my opinion. What this would imply is that breaking above, getting above 2 cents is nice, but getting above this on a daily closing basis, 2.13 cents is essential. When we close above that daily closing high, that's how we know we're ready to go, and go we will. We're going to go to the upside, you guys, and the price to expect from a measure move perspective from a low to a high here, simply put, and we've done this so many times it hurts my head, man. 5.6, 5.5 cents, something in that kind of area is what I would expect, right? That's kind of the expectation here with the daily RSI. Opposite of what we saw last time. Instead of rejecting the overbought zone, we're looking for some kind of scenario where we do break through into the overbought zone. Once we get overbought, that's when the magic happens. That's whenever we move up, and likely we will be on a path higher that'll see targets above this, right? The area in question, 5.6, 5.7 cents, that's about, let's see, that's about a 178% move from here, right? So that's a good bit of growth in a very short amount of time. And from a high to a low, I wonder, does that line up with anything? I don't think it does. Yeah, our minimum fib target is 8.2 cents. I mean, it's possible. You know, the measure move might take you right here. It's possible that you stop right there at your measure move, you consolidate a little bit, and then you just continue to run up, right? I mean, by the end of the month, who's to say that we can't be at 8.2 or 10.7 cents? We really could be, but you know, I'm not making that call. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if this thing does better than we're expecting it to. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. It might take more time to get there, but once it finally moves, I mean, how many coins are up this much right now from their lows, April 7th? How many coins are up 160% from their lows and have been consolidating for about a month and a week? How many have done that, right? Most coins that are up that much, they've just pumped recently. This thing's been consolidating for a month already, and in a very tight and bullish formation too. I think that this breakout will promote exactly what we're expecting it to, and if it doesn't, that's only because it went through it, right? It's only because it's more bullish than we're thinking it could be. So this really could turn this 170% endeavor from here, 170 if I get it right on the right price, 170% endeavor from here, it could turn it into something that's overall like 300% or more as far as overall growth goes. If we're looking at this on a 1 hour time frame, and we're talking about going higher, even though today's red, we're talking about going higher because we're on the precipice, we're at the brink of going higher, you guys. And you can see it, right? Different behavior here. 1 hour time frame, you reject it down, oh, now you're doing something different, right? Different behavior begets different results. That's right. Yes, the 1 hour time frame is, instead of getting below the 50 and living there, you're staying above the 50 and living here. It's nice to see. A little bit neutral, but so is the price, with a bullish tilt to it. So I think we will break out to the upside. If we go down, it's going to be a very quick and false endeavor. It's going to shake you out, right? Something like that. So don't get scared if we're at 2 cents and we drop down to 1.9 cents. Don't get scared of that, right? It's fine. Who cares? It might happen really fast, and then boom, and then it's over as fast as it happens. It might happen really fast, then we move sideways like we did here, and then boom, it's over. You know what I mean? So we might not do that at all. We might just move up higher. I'm not talking about this because this is my expectation. I'm talking about it because if it happens, it's not a big deal. 4 hour time frame here. Super bullish RSI right here, guys. Bouncing off the 50. little bit of a lower low, lower high scenario here. Let's try and reverse this. Let's try not to go below the 50 on the 4 hour, because if we do, that sets us up for the 40. That could set us up for inevitably seeing the oversold zone. And if that happens, I would expect that we're back down below 1.9 cents at 1.8 cents or something like that. And that could happen, but I'm ready for this thing to move up higher. Who cares if I'm ready? This thing will do what it wants. But still, if we maintain this posturing above the 50 instead of relinquishing it and going back down, I think we can absolve ourselves of going to lower prices and instead push higher right here in this very volatile, very odd form of consolidation right here on the 4 hour. But overall, the 4 hour looks bullish. The 1 hour has the potential to be bullish. It's neutral right now, and the daily is also set up to be bullish as well. The weekly time frame is just bullish as hell. I can't wait for it, man. When we get overbought, it's really going to be fantastic. But here at 2 cents now, 8 hours, 33 minutes left in the week, in the day. I'm assuming that this following week will be the week that we actually break out through here. We're showing signs right now. 8 hours, 33 minutes left in this week. If we can close here, this will be the highest weekly close that we've seen since April 7th, since this week here, since April 11th, whenever we topped off. So if we close here, that on a weekly scale could be a sign that we are ready to push higher and that we are ready to pursue higher prices, right? I mean, here you had your highest weekly close of like this whole range, and that brought you higher. Once you got the higher weekly close here, I mean, that was already too far gone, to be fair. But and then here you had your higher weekly close, and it didn't amount to anything. It's not a foolproof plan, but this could be a sign, an inclination that we are going higher. And I think closing here or higher would be a good goal to have as far as a weekly standard goes. 3-day time frame looks like it's ready to rip too. Let's see if in the next 8 hours and 30 minutes, if we can pull this up a little bit. If we can pull it up a little bit, that would look good. That would get the 4 hour looking good. That would get the daily looking good as well. Getting into these overbought zones on the 4 hour and the daily time frame, I think, is crucial as far as getting this next move, this next phase higher, and we'll see how it goes. I don't expect that this next move is going to be like this, right? It looks like a straight line. All you had to do was hold for three days. That was it. There was no pressure. It was just up only. That's not the case. That's not the case at all, my friends. We go back there, right? And you look, and essentially, yes. Essentially, yes. It's that simple. But there will be moments where you're tried, where you're wondering if you're finding resistance at certain areas, right? From a high here to a low there, you dropped 14%. That's not that big of a deal, but to some people it might be. In 1 hour time, whenever you drop 16, 17%, right, from 1 hour to the next, we're on an hourly time frame, you drop 17%. That might shake some people out. That's the whole purpose of it. It was not moving up in a straight line, low to or high to low here, 13% drop, right? Over here, you know, you're moving up higher, 18% drop, the biggest drop you saw so far. There's some not crazy big drops, and we might see crazier drops on the next move, right? We might get 20% or 30% drops on the next move, but it's just part of it. Sometimes you get these volatile moves on the way up. If you want the overall move, you have to sit through these drops, and there's going to be a few of them, right? Even these quote unquote small drops, they happened in a very short amount of time. They happened within a day. They happened within an hour. You know what I mean? If you're watching this thing like a hawk, if you're paying attention to every little move and you're watching it as it goes up, it might feel to you like it's not a straight line and that it's very kind of emotional roller coaster. My advice, my non-financial advice that I could give anybody would be just sit on your hands, don't do anything, let this thing do it for you. Make money in your sleep. Don't try and make money faster. The faster you try to make money, the faster you will lose money. Just sit on your hands. Buy and hold. And buy some more and hold some more. You know what I mean? This is going to, and just continue until we're at about 5.5 cents, 5 cents, somewhere in that area, and then we'll probably consolidate more. But I'm not selling there. I'm definitely not selling there because, again, in that kind of aspect, from a high to a low here, high here to a low here, we are at about, you know, we're above our high. We'd be thinking about hitting the 8.2 cent target as our standard. It's very uncommon from a high to a low. Whenever you break above your 886, it's very uncommon to stop in this land here. You can. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying I wouldn't expect it, especially if we get a daily high close. If we close up above here, or if we close above like 4 cents, I would think that we do push on to 8.2 cents. Maybe we do make an abrupt move all the way up to our measure move. We consolidate for like a week, and then we just continue higher. We get some bearish divergence or something, and then we get our consolidation. I don't know. I'm not selling there. I'll hold. If I'm going to sell, if I'm going to trade XCN at all, I'm probably going to trade at 8.2 to 15.7 cents. And then, you know, and then of course, whenever I trade, it'll be a very small amount in proportion to my overall XCN bag. And then I will buy back in on the dip and then catch the rip all the way up to 26 to 32 cents inevitably. That's where I think we're going to go. But I don't know. Maybe we find resistance right here, and this would have been a good area to trade. We consolidate, and then we rip, we go up to this area, and that was my last chance. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just not going to play the game. The maybe is not enough for missing out on the rest of this move here, right? I'm not going to sell, because if I sell here, if I sell at the measure move of this bull flag and we do continue, then what the position I'm in here is, while we're at a relative significant area of resistance that you would expect to find resistance at, I'm hoping now that we pull back to where I sold, not to make money, but just to get back in and break even, right? That's so I'm not going to play this game where I'm selling at the measure move when we're in between the crosshairs of the 1 and the 1272 here, right? We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait, or at least I'm gonna wait. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching the video. I feel like I'm not well spoken today for whatever reason. I slept good, but maybe I slept a little too good. All right, take care. Bye bye.